Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where I'll be doing technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit that like button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, support the channel and get all types of trade ideas, live trading, definitely check out my link down in the description for Patreon. So, today is Friday, and I'm making this video around 6 a.m. in the morning Eastern Time. And what the market did yesterday, Thursday, that was down slightly 0.38%, Nasdaq down 0.5%, S&P down 0.5%, and Russell going down the most, nearly 1%. 11 sectors, and again, energy led the way on top. Biggest hit took healthcare, consumer cyclical, and utilities. Stock market map, what do we have here? Well, you can see some of these big names, despite the down day. I mean, look at this move here on IBM, and that is a trade idea I will share with you guys a little bit later on in this video. Then we got Google down 0.5%, Meta down 1.5%. We got Amazon down 1%, Tesla down over 4%. But despite all that, Apple was down but recouped all that and it was up nearly 2%. Oracle down over 5.5%. Microsoft down 0.61%. And Nvidia was down, I think, 2-3%. But again, a green day on Nvidia up 0.41%. Healthcare, you can see some of these big names, MRK, LLY, Pfizer, a lot of these names took a big hit, and that's why healthcare is definitely all the way on bottom when you go and look at those 11 sectors. And now let's get right into it, guys. So Netflix, another flat day, slightly up 0.36%, but basically it's not doing anything. You can see came back all the way down to below 1200 and then went back up and now trading below these moving averages. So until we get over 1225 and we stay over that 1200 range, definitely it's a chop zone. I would not get myself involved. Watch out if there is a breakout over that 1225, 1223 right here, these moving averages, then it can run definitely up to 1270. Under 1200, there will be strong support down here at 1181, lower Bollinger Band, and then 1163. And quick reminder, I mean, this thing is definitely forming a bear flag here, a big one. We also have earnings coming up next month, so we'll see how that plays out going into earnings. So AMD was up 0.24%, but that's not the thing. Big miss was AMD yesterday. Now, I was live and it was not a paid service yesterday. I was live totally free in my Discord yesterday. People had chance to join even if they were not a Patreon member. Couple of trade ideas that I actually mentioned right before the opening, and AMD was one of them. That AMD, around this range right here, you can see the trend line that 155, 154-ish. We can get into it. And I was talking about it, but we did pick up Oracle at that point at 290, 300 calls, and those paid. So we missed out on this one. We took QQQ calls, and that one also paid. I think nearly ran 2% on 1DT. That was fantastic. But AMD definitely was a big miss because that is a $6 move that we missed to the upside. And imagine those were this Friday, which is today, expired. That would have been big. But again, AMD, you can see, I mean, fantastic opportunity, just not getting over that 162. If it does, then going to 165, 170, 174.36 to fill the gap on top. That key zone 155 has to hold below that 151.55, and then 148 will be the support to watch. Gap fill reversal right down here. And here's my X account, and if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. And there is no subscription, nothing here on X is totally free. And let me just share some quick trade ideas that we took recently here that I posted on X. So Baba, you can see 924, 940 a.m. It was trading at 177, 178, pretty much the top. We got into 165 puts for December 19th. Now, fast forward, you can see it sold half yesterday, which was Thursday. And right now it's down about, I think, 2.5, 3%. So there might be more profit on our way here on Baba because there is a gap below 170 as well. That's one. This is another one. And that's why, guys, if you have the money, if you know what you're doing in the market exactly, especially when you have the money. It's better to trade shares and just be patient. You're going to make money in a safer way. You can see IBM picked up shares before 100 and on 8/13 again picked up another 100 shares. Now, fast forward what happened yesterday? Well, absolutely ballistic move on IBM. We took profit on this play and I think it was over $30 per share that I got right here on IBM. So all these trade ideas are available on Patreon, and especially if you want to support the channel and you're really serious about trading and you want to do this full time, definitely check out my link down in the description for Patreon. On Meta, it's down 1.54%. So Meta, if you look at my screen, it actually gave up that 750, which is the 50-day moving average, and slightly under that into closing, but now it's over that. So we'll see how that plays out. Couple of down days, 750 can hold. It can possibly go up to 758 and maybe even retest 767 here to the upside. To the downside, strong support will be down here at 740. Full reversal on Meta, but if it falls below that, watch out for the lower band to act as a support, 730. On Microsoft, it's down 0.61%, and now it's up half a percent pre-market. So Microsoft finding support here. You can see it right on my screen. The 20-day moving average at 507, and this is exactly where we held. But if this thing falls below that, there is unfinished business, this gap, which can act as a support 503.17, and then 500 also at strong level. Now to the upside, it has to get over 512. Then we can talk about possibly 517 and going even higher. But at this point, I mean, you can see this is also kind of forming that bear flag pattern. But again, guys, nothing is really confirmed until you see the breakdown happening in real time. And so far, we're just shopping here on Microsoft, and it's not happening. On Amazon, stock is down nearly 1%. So Amazon, a couple of down days. As a matter of fact, it's been a week. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven red candles. So do we see some sort of a bounce from that 215 zone? Possibly. Maybe retracing and going back up to 223. Watch out for that. 223, 224 breaks. It can possibly make a move back up to 227.47, maybe even 230 to retest these moving averages, and these are not positive slope anymore. So that is the bad part about Amazon. Things are not just happening at this moment. We'll see how that goes going into opening today. On Google, stock is down half a percent. So Google here, guys, I mean, right here, right with this candle, I think it was at 256, right here that we got Google puts. And unfortunately, I mean, look at the move yesterday, 241.65 on Thursday. We sold way, way before that. So, could have made even more money here on Google. You guys saw that play in my previous video. And now this thing bounced from that. There was a gap here at 241. We did fill that gap and bounced. And now there will be resistance at 248 and then 250 right here, 5-day moving average, and then 253. If this thing does not hold, it can come back to 241. And then there is support also at 238.78 on Google. On Tesla stock is down 4.38%. So Tesla is all over the place. I mean, this thing was up, it was going, and then, well, the same thing happened. Rejection here. You can see multiple times at 444, 445, and now pulling back and not only holding 432 and getting under 430, which is the 5-day moving average, and that's not looking too good. And it's now down pre-market to 420. So if this thing continues to go down, watch out for the support at 417 here. And then key level to watch would be right down here, the 13-day moving average at 406.63 and the gap fill reversal just below 400. And then if somehow we see, even a deeper pullback, watch out for this gap down here at 368, which is in line with this rejection here. So that would be a better spot to be in if you're thinking about going long here on Tesla. On Apple stock, it's up 1.81% yesterday. So Apple does not want to give up. I mean, you guys saw that Google coming back and closing that gap at 241. But here we left the gap open. We gapped up and still running. And you can see, despite the selling and all that yesterday, this thing did not give up. And now 253, that is the key zone to watch this 5-day moving average. Only if it falls below that, then 250, and then we can talk about this gap at 246. To the upside, well, it's still overbought. You can see RSI at 72, and we do have that negative divergence right here. RSI actually made a lower high, and the stock is making a higher high. So we'll see how that plays out. I think in the short term, it can go higher, but if you're a bull here on Apple, you would like to see some sort of a retracement down to at least 246 before heading higher, maybe even 241 right here, where we got that initial breakout to the upside. That would be a nice thing to see, and a lot of people will get another chance to play it back up to brand new all-time high, and that would be fantastic. But if this thing continues to run, well, watch out for that 257 to break and hold, then 260 to 265 definitely on the card. And I talked about it before in my previous video that it's going for that $4 trillion market cap, and boy oh boy, I think it's gonna get there at some point. We just have to wait. On Nvidia, stock is up 0.41% yesterday. So this is how you buy into the market. Now, yesterday when I was live, there is this Patreon member. He's been with me since we started this channel and the Patreon, and he was saying, "EK, just look at Nvidia. It's not going down. They're buying. They're buying." And he was absolutely right. If you're trading this market, especially SPY Qs, you need to watch Nvidia. If this thing is not going down and you see the market going down, forget about it. Just buy into it. Most of the time, you will be rewarded because of this thing staying up. And you can see, I mean, it came down all the way down here to 174, and then fast forward, I mean, went right back up to this trend line, which is at 177, 178, and that is where it's holding. So it's not giving up where you would think that, oh, this is it, market is going to roll over and die immediately. I mean, market did absolutely nothing. I mean, slightly down, but you would not call this like something big, like, oh, I see, a huge down day, like 3, 4% down. Nvidia definitely not showing that. So Nvidia holds that 177, 178, this trend line, it can go back up to 184. Only if it falls below that, then watch out. I mean, there is another trend line that I can draw right here to show you guys that if we just do this, you can see it's holding up here. So if this thing comes here at 173, that would be something to watch. Again, as a support, 172, 173. But so far, it just ping-ponging in between 174 and 178. We should see how this thing plays out within next couple of days, maybe next week as well. So watch out. Nvidia definitely on the right track for possibly going higher unless something happens and the market and Nvidia rolls over next week or even today, Friday. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys.